Hello. I'm not in the same place I last was. I didn't stream what I was doing. I didn't do any main stuff. I mostly just explored, collected things. I finished the treasure hunt. Uh, I collected a thing for Michaela. It was nothing major. Yeah.
There you are.
That is very loud.
Scanning target. No Typhon material detected.
Also, the IT security, I looked it up, and apparently there's only one way to get in there, and that involves basically killing everybody. And what's in there, I don't think is worth it. So I'm not concerning myself with it anymore. The objectives, I still got who was this Emperor told me to escape, and I could finish the game right now, or at least I'm assuming that's me finishing the game. Mm. So smuggling drop points, one in cargo bay, one in the fitness center and crew quarters. Drop points in hardware labs, in the arbitorium, and two in the lobby. Okay. I would love to find them. I really, really would. But I have no idea where they are. Gotta tap it 3 times with the wrench and... I don't know. Could be anywhere. Oh, this is Sarah Alzar's place. Does that mean her key card to her office is in there? Not her office, her apartment. That's the only apartment crew quarter I don't have is hers. Hmm. Emails. Missing key card. Yeah. Hmm. And there's also this Dimitri Bowser. I don't see her card in here. Or the desk, maybe? Other things could be under the desk. Nope. That wasn't very nice. That's obnoxious.
Hello, are you here for an appointment? Diagnosing superficial injuries. Nothing a portable medical kit can handle. Try to relax. There. All better. Don't forget to complete a patient questionnaire. Your feedback will be invaluable. Hello. Nice to see you.
Good evening, Talos. Registration for the Talos Employees Talent Show is now open. See Galen in the crew quarters front desk to reserve a slot.
Can't really think of anything else. I guess I just progress. I mean, there's still... Alright. Up I go. I would get the things, but I have to look them up. Well, I have nothing against looking them up, I just don't feel like doing it right now.
target, no alien material detected.
Operator approach. Inspecting. Your suit suffered some wear and tear. I'll fix that. Job done.
Morgan, transfers hold it. Something or someone. Shit.
This is Commander Walter Dahl. The TranStar Board of Directors has authorized me to take full command of Talos 1, effective immediately. All employees must now report to the shuttle bay for evacuation. Those of you unable to comply, transmit an SOS and my team of rescue operators will locate you. One last thing. Alex and Morgan Yu have been relieved of their positions. Do not consent to their requests or assist them in any way. Dahl out.
We're locked out. It's Dahl. He already has his hooks into every major system aboard Talos 1. I have to admit, I'm disappointed with our parents. I knew that they had a contingency in place, but a small foolish part of me believed they wouldn't use him against their own flesh and blood. Regardless, we're not getting this coral data through until we do something about it. I don't like it, but you're gonna have to get into his command shuttle. See if you can locate his access point and cut him off.
To the guts.
Morgan, Dahl will know you're coming. All TranStar personnel are outfitted with tracking bracelets. I have no doubt his operators are already on their way to rescue you. Those bracelets are issued and removed in deep storage. Worth investigating if you want to fly under the radar.
Yeah, I should go to deep storage. Can I get the deep storage through the guts, or do I have to go there another way? Deep storage. No, but I can get through the Artrium, so I'm gonna go there. Right now, let's Cycler. Click. How many? I have over 1,000, and I'm not really using it. A lot of materials. I'm probably gonna be killing a lot more operators, honestly, so I'm gonna just dump them. Alright. 9mm bullets, not Q-beam, 9mm, 117. Let's see. How many medkits do I have? 21. Grid kit 3 and 3. How's this? It's not full fully upgraded yet. That's fully upgraded. That's not. That's not. Is... I need 4. I can craft 4. Weird. Two. 3. 4. Sweet. What do I have? I have 5 of that. 9mm bullets. $207. Wrench med kit. How many suit repair kits do I have? 12. That's enough. Med kits. They don't. Do they stack? They stack. Let's make 2 med kits. That's not good.
Repairs needed. Please contact a qualified engineer.
Research complete.
Same as usual. Oh no! Good fuck! Ow! Okay, so quite obviously a wrench is not going to work. Alright, I should probably... Wrench. Menu, favorite. Wait, I selected bridge. Is that the bridge? It was the bridge. Oh well. Loading screens for days. I like how even after you finish the loading screen, there's more loading screen. There we go.
Morgan, I heard the announcement. No, I will not give you up. You are there for me, I am here for you. If you'd indulge me, I have a proposal that could get us off Talos 1 without any more bloodshed. Just don't harm Dahl until we've had a chance to speak in person.
I don't know about that. I don't really know if that's possible, honestly.
This is Alex Yu, speaking to any surviving crew of Talos 1. I know many of you are frightened, angry. Perhaps you blame me for what's happened, but I never intended to harm any of you. Believe me, quite the opposite. Commander Dahl, on the other hand, has no intention of rescuing anything except the secrets aboard this station. You're all liabilities to the company now. Dahl, I'm sure you can hear me. I don't know what the board told you, but you're out of your depth on this one. Call off your operators, or at least help us hold back the Typhon. We're on the verge of...
Your brother, he likes a microphone, a spotlight. You can't resist, even though he's hiding. And you are running around like a nervous rat. I hear you, chewing the wires and shitting in the walls. Are you trying to fix the mess you've made, or just get away? I pride myself in being prepared for the worst, but this is truly a masterpiece. You should be proud.
Sweet.
Please show yourself so I can assist you. I am not a threat.
That was a noise.
going down the contact list hoping somebody would answer. I'm in trauma center. I came up here to look for supplies. I think I broke my arm when that blackout happened. Now I'm trapped. Aliens outside the door. I could really use some help, man.
Am I timed here? I'm not timed. It doesn't have a timer thing next to it. Am I timed? I don't think I am. Alright, deep storage. I'm here. Help with the glass. Meet Igwe. Ghosting doll. Said deep storage. (0913). Oh yeah, I gotta go talk to. I gotta go up there. Zero 913.
Clever lab rat. Now I can't see you. Your brother won't be so lucky. I'm closing in on him.
I have his bracelet. What's Alex use tracking number?
Scanning target. No target material detected.
Inspecting. Your suit suffered some wear and tear. Job done.
Some wear and tear. Uh-huh.
Watch out.
You watch out. I guess that was another way into here. Can't see anything in here.
Requesting new operator.
What?
N-CN9 black box operator ready to deploy. Please stand clear of aperture.
Nice way to get spare parts and Q-beam cells.
Aperture clear. Operator deployment resuming.
Welcome. Maybe I can help you. Please don't harm me. Diagnosing superficial injuries. Nothing a portable medical kit can handle. This won't take long. There. All better. Don't forget to complete a patient question.
I got my shell back. It's almost like that just didn't happen.
Morgan?
Hello. Good to see you again, Dr. Yu.
Engaging.
Suit integrity damaged. Requesting new operator. Dash CN9 black box authorized. Please stand clear of
Hello.
aperture.
Good to see you again, Dr. Yu.
Good evening, Talos. A word from our security chief, Ms. Alazar. To protect your co-workers' privacy, security terminals are reserved for authorized uses only. If you're not wearing a blue uniform, you're probably not authorized.
Oh yeah, Luther Glass is long dead. Shit, forgot about that.
Requesting new operator.
Welcome. Maybe I can help you.
N-CN9 black box operator ready to deploy. Please stand clear of aperture.
Morgan, I've been thinking about what you've done, what you're doing. We all must act according to our nature, no matter what the psychologists and priests say. And your nature, I think I was right before. You are like a rat. Resourceful, sly, burdened with a kind of pestilence of the mind. This station was your laboratory, and the experiment was a failure. And, of course, sadly, you know what happens to the rats when they are no longer needed.
Diagnosing. Bruising, abrasions, fatigue. Nothing life-threatening. This won't take long. Good as new. Please fill out a patient experience clip.
There you are.
Morgan, I was worried Dahl or his rescue team had intercepted you.
They are NCN-9 black box operators, not a rescue team. Rescue is not among their list of commands.
January, not now.
Yes, of course. But Dahl, his arrival may help us, as long as you have not killed him. You see, Dahl, he's a recipient of several neuromods, a standard array of combat, tactics, interrogation mods. As I'm sure you know, your father, the board, is very thorough.
Dr. Igwe, please present your conclusion to Morgan.
Igwe, if there is a point.
Well, yes. You see, Dahl's mods are early C-series betas and vulnerable. As such, he has old-school thinking on some matters. If we remove them, he may forget his mission here, yet we would still have access to the shuttle and a way home, provided his piloting knowledge remains intact. It's a risk, but worth taking, I think. He'll have to be subdued, of course. I'm afraid that task falls to you.
There is no one else alive on the station who can pilot the shuttle.
It's worth a try. And there's been enough killing.
I like that plan. Let's do that plan. I like it.
Scanning target. No alien material detected.
I thought it was going to be something dumb, like talk to him and try to convince him otherwise, but Oh, it's not a bad plan. Not a bad plan. Might go awry, though, if he doesn't have any neuromods. Then he can remove. But I sincerely doubt that. I think almost everybody has a neuromod in this universe. Oh, look, they fixed the oxygen.
Requesting new operator. Dash CN9 black box operator ready to deploy. Please stand clear of aperture.
Operator approach.
Why is there a nightmare down there?
Scan complete. New psionic aptitude available.
Yeah, he has a spare neuromod lying around. He definitely has neuromods. Email.
Commander Dole, this is William Yu, acting chairman of the TranStar Board of Directors.
I will need your credentials to authorize this mission.
Of course. My authentication sign is Zeta Invictus Emperor Tangerine.
Sign checks
Tangerine.
out. Good morning, Director Yu. Shuttle is hot and holding orbit. Awaiting mission parameters.
You must secure every piece of Cobalt clearance level technology and research aboard Talos 1. Then eliminate all TranStar personnel.
All personnel.
No survivors.
It's your show. And their funeral.
Payment will be deposited into 6 separate Benelux accounts. After you transmit evidence of success.
I leave my operator feeds on. Just keep watching.
We strongly advise deploying your technical officer to a station router inside the firewalls first. Ideal location would be the station exterior, near the power plant grids.
Yes, I've seen the schematics, Mr. Yu. Goodbye.
You will destroy this transmission after...
Coming through.
Here it comes. We're not. Does it have an immunity to, Sweet immunity, stun? I was thinking about, instead of wasting shotgun ammo on it, how much? I have a lot of Q-beam. Sweet.
Inspector, your suit's leaking. I'll manage that for you indefinitely.
Please contact a qualified engineer.
Nice.
Microgravity detected.
I'm told my ops are hidden as an HR expense in the TranStar books. It's true. I do solve people problems. Your workmates hiding in the cargo bay are going to suffocate in a few minutes. Maybe you can save them, but you'll have to come out of the walls, Rat. Life support. The clock is ticking.
Warning, suit integrity.
Morgan! Dal's cut off oxygen to the cargo bay.
There's nothing.
I can do from here, and none of the doors are responding. Atmosphere controls are in life support. If you can help, do it quick, or this is the last time we'll be talking.
Miss Elisar is right to be alarmed, though her assessment is mistaken. Dahl is manipulating the oxygen and nitrogen mixture. With nitrogen flooding into the atmosphere, anyone in the cargo bay will asphyxiate far more quickly than had he simply cut the oxygen. I suspect they'd already be dead if Dahl weren't trying to use them to manipulate you.
I can handle myself.
To see you again, Dr. Yu. Diagnosing bruising, abrasions, fatigue. Nothing life-threatening. Please hold still. This will only take a moment. All done.
Warning, suit integrity damaged. Requesting new operator.
Loading screens. Other than that, the game's great. That's water treatment.
Inspecting. Your suit suffered some wear and tear. I'll examine. Ready and complete.
Casper,
I read you.
what's the situation? There he is! Take him down!
Morgan, you did it. I'll arrange transport with the medical operator. Then we can see about removing his neuromod. And hopefully, gaining his shuttle in the process.
Morgan, the air's flowing again. I can breathe. And I hope this means Dal can't. Thank you. A little longer and... Never mind. Elazar out.
Wasn't much of a fight.
I'll match that for you.
Where did you come from? Oh, you were there the whole time. How much shit do I need to go through to get to the exterior? Power plant.
Processors desynchronized. I
Protocols. Nice to see you. Diagnosing superficial injuries. Nothing a portable medical kit can handle. This won't take long. Good as new. You can fill out a service questionnaire at the front desk.
Thanks. I won't.
I see. Nothing.
Microgravity detected.
Dr. Yu, Dr. Igwe, we have the subject, Dal, and his life signs are stable. Thank you. We are prepping him in the neuromod division now. Come as soon as you can.
Psychotronics data. Priority tag. Delivery node Occam LSDS-3. Index cluster. No map.
Doors are working again, Morgan. Nice work. I'm taking what's left of my crew to the atmosphere controls in life support. We're going to clear out those shit-can operators and make sure there are no more mishaps with the air on this station.
Dal populated his entire crew with customized operators. He made the mistake of hanging his hopes on a machine. Flesh and blood is messy, Morgan, but it's the only thing that matters in the end. Well done. The upload just kicked in. Meet me in the Arboretum. We have important work to do.
No alien material detected. Scanning target, no type of material detected.
Dr. Yu, Morgan, I was afraid you wouldn't make it. The subject, Dahl, has been secured. I believe I've isolated the correct neuromod. It is essential we say as little as possible of what has happened on the station and focus on the situation. Dahl, if memory serves, should resort to field training and react accordingly. He was never one to question orders. Ready when you are, Morgan. Remember, if this works, say nothing. When extracted, Dahl's memory should revert back to the inception date, and he should forget his assignment here. Dr. Yu. Morgan.
What? Who are you? Morgan? Your father's been asking about you. And Alex. I was supposed to report to him about her retrieval after modding up. Where am I? Why am I restrained?
Commander. Dahl, I am Dr. Igwe, Chief Physician here.
I've seen your face in the company directory. Alex's pet. The discredited parapsychologist.
Ah. Commander Dahl, you've suffered a severe head injury as a result of a crisis here on the station. We need to evacuate at once, but we couldn't leave without you. Are you able to pilot a shuttle?
What? Yes, of course I can pilot. Wait, what emergency? Is this Argus installation? Where's Casper?
I'm afraid there's no time to explain. We need to get to the shuttle bay and prepare for departure. TranStar mandate. Dr. Yu can confirm.
Of course. Morgan, you look like shit. All right, let's get Daddy's precious child off the station, or TranStar will blackbox me.
Just need to check your vitals. Wouldn't want our pilot to faint.
There's nothing wrong with me.
Morgan, we're in life support now.
Lead the way.
It's all clear. Air's normal across the board. I lost some good people fighting the black boxes. And Dahl wasn't here. If you see him before I do, make him pay. Elazar out.
It's by design that I can predict what you're going to do fairly often. And yet, this turn of events with Dahl, I'm impressed and surprised you've managed to find a way to get remaining crew off the station.
I promised you my arming cape. All I ask is you hear me out first. And you can blow Talos 1 to pieces if that's what you think is best. I don't think you'll do it. I know. Because I used to think we couldn't be trusted to play with fire without burning the house down. But you convinced me. You showed me anything was possible, even if the price was steep. That part of you is still in there. We can make history, Morgan. Not those leeches on the TranStar board of directors, not Mom and Dad. You and I. Just like we planned. We've got the data to confirm what you suspected. And Carl is broadcasting a neural signal. A secret message reaching to the stars. What I want to know is what is the message? And who is listening to it? I think you know. Ever since we first tested the Typhon neuromods, you've known. This fabrication plan is for the null-wave device prototype you conceived. It will hijack the coral signal and use it to deliver a massive shock to every Typhon organism at once. Take it. And the army key, like I What? Morgan!
Oh, Lord.
Well, here we are. Hopefully you'll never have to listen to this recording, but if you do, then something unfortunate's happened to me. I suspect you've seen enough by now to abandon the notion of destroying Talos 1. I've always been the one who thought we couldn't be trusted to play with fire without burning the house down. But you convinced me that we could do anything we imagined. No matter how ridiculous. I hope you still believe that. If not, then I'm glad I died before seeing my brother succumb to pessimism. We have the data to confirm what you suspected. The coral is broadcasting a neural signal. A secret message reaching out to the stars. What I want to know is what is the message? And who is listening to it? I have a feeling you already know. I'm carrying a fabrication plan for the prototype null-wave device you conceived. Make one, then place it at the heart of the coral. We will hijack the coral signal and use it to deliver a massive shock to every Typhon organism at once. Good luck, Morgan. I just regret I won't be at your side to see it happen.
Okay, so my voice is obviously familiar. Probably sound more tired than usual. It's been never-ending, setting up the rooms and protocols to test the new mods. The risk is substantial, but if we succeed, copying neural networks from the Typhon onto human minds is going to change everything. So I'm putting myself in the sim. I've done everything I can to make sure I don't wind up lobotomized. One last safety measure. Let me introduce October. Say hello. Hello, Dr. Yu. October will help you remember what you're supposed to do if things go sideways. Once testing starts, there's no going back. When they uninstall the mods and reset the test, it'll rewind me. I'll forget everything. Theoretically, they could keep me reliving the same day over and over, and I'd never know. If you're listening to this, that's probably what happened. It also means I don't know if I can trust my own brother. Alex won't like what I have to say next. I've started plans for a prototype null wave strong enough to kill every Typhon on Talos 1. I hid a copy of the plan on top of the data tower by the scary chair. You know the one I'm talking about. Alex agreed to explore the idea, but I know my brother. First sign of trouble, he'd rather blow it all up and blame someone else. So you're probably on your own. There's a lot at stake here. Too late to stick our heads in the sand. You know what to do.
What?
Thank you for what you did. You could have left me to die. It's more important than ever now that we finish this the right way. Take care of the null-wave device. I'll head for the bridge as soon as I catch my breath.
Fabricate. This way. I'd rather go to the lobby.
Scan complete. More specimens required. Scan complete. More specimens required.
Come on.
Research complete. Scanning target. No alien material detected.
That's a fucking lie. Alright, the lobby.
You anticipated the kind of appeal Alex would make. Sibling bonds. History. You programmed me to refute him point by point. However, we can skip that. A typhon the size of a skyscraper is currently eating Talos 1 for lunch. Ergo, Alex is wrong. Destroy the station. Just as you planned. The blast will take the monster down with it.
Destroy the station? But didn't you hear him? The null way. Alex is correct. It could work and preserve what we have learned here. We have to try.
Igwe, look at the alien outside the station.
Of course it's a risk, but we've seen the generator work. To destroy all this, to murder a species, and the research lost. It's...
January's right, Morgan. We can't let these things get back to Earth, even if one of them hit Earthside.
Morgan, please. Destroying the station should be the last option, not the first.
What the hell is that thing out there? Morgan.
Of the coral is in psychotronics, in the original containment cylinder. Placing the null wave device there will override the entire coral network with our own signal. Use your psychoscope to locate the exact spot.
Scanning target. No typhon material detected.
idea hasn't occurred to you, I'm sure it will eventually. Don't do it. I can't predict what would happen if you scan the Apex, but all my models point to suffering.
Inspecting. Your suit suffered some wear and tear. How is that? Ready and complete.
You better do something. The reconstruction is destabilizing.
They're lying to you.
Hurry.
That should do it. Come to the bridge. We can finish this thing once and for all.
Assume Alex's plan succeeds. Then what? You're taking a massive gamble that there aren't more predators like the Typhon. In the history of the universe, humans have only recently become self-aware. Yet you're going to kick the door open on a much wider and older cosmic ecology. One that feeds on consciousness. These are shark-infested waters. Alex believes we can be the bigger shark. But what if we're just poor swimmers, and now there's blood in the water?
Hello. Good to see you again, Dr. Yu.
Microgravity detected. Scanning target. No alien material detected. Warning. Suit integrity damaged.
Morgan, Igwe, what's the update on our patient?
Commander Dahl is making a speedy recovery, and we are making our way to the shuttle bay. I've informed him of the threat to the station, and...
Fine, Morgan, I'll meet you in the shuttle bay.
What the hell have you done?
I simply acted on Morgan.
Your operators locked me out of the comm terminal. We need to link up to the null wave device if we're gonna get that signal off before it's too late.
Consider the risk. Alex's plan, if it works, is only a short-term solution. None of us has the right to endanger every life on Earth.
If anyone's playing God here, it's you. Your lunatic plan denies everyone a birthright to the stars.
You know how neuromods are made. The demand will only increase. In the future Alex envisions, many will die for the benefit of a privileged few.
I'm not arguing with a glorified desktop. Kill it, Morgan.
Sorry, Morgan. I won't relinquish control of the terminal. You'll have to destroy me. Which means you will be destroying yourself.
Fine. I'll do it myself.
I'm sorry, Morgan. I didn't want to harm your brother. The directives you gave me require I do everything in my power to ensure you destroy Talos 1 and all the Typhon. Detonating the station safeguards the Earth, and perhaps provides a small measure of reparation. I won't relinquish control of the terminal. If you want to activate the null wave, you'll have to kill me.
What is a neuromod? Well, it's both an easy answer and a complicated one at the same time. It is the future, today. More importantly, our past, today. This is the work TranStar does. Every employee working together. It's immortality. And it is beautiful.
To beat the mind game. And now it's time to beat the mind game. And now it's time to beat the
It's finished. How did it do?
Activation of the mirror neurons is promising. Empathy quotient shows to be exceptionally high.
It probably thinks it was dreaming, that nothing mattered.
You're assuming it thinks like us.
Its life depends on it. Ours too. It all comes down to the choices it made.
It saved me from the cargo container. I would have suffocated otherwise. And later, it recovered the Lightner connectomes. They were of no practical use, except that they were deeply meaningful to me. It's remarkable that it never installed a single Typhon-based neuromod. In my view, this demonstrates a strong identification with us. But its most surprising act was sparing Dar. While perhaps for purely selfish reasons, this, at least in principle, enabled others to escape Talos 1.
Michaela.
I would have died without my medication. That wasn't easy. That says a lot, I think, about its heart. Can I say that it has a heart? It also found my father's records. And then, I did not expect this, but it let me listen to them. Despite the self-incriminating content, it was willing to make itself vulnerable. Then, there was a man in psychotronics, Ingram. That was cruel. There was no other way to see it. But...
Would you let it live?
yes.
Sarah, you're next.
The situation in the cargo bay was bad. None of us would have survived without its help. And it destroyed a large number of Typhon across the station. That has to be a good sign. Further, it thwarted Dar's attempt to use us as hostages. If it were one of my officers, I would give it a commendation.
Danielle, what do you say?
It found me. It didn't need to, but it did. I asked it to stop Volunteer 37. That was dangerous. No way to be sure, but I think it has a sense of retribution. There were a lot of humans controlled by the Typhon that it could have harmed. Seems like it went out of its way to avoid that. I think it's worth the risk.
In the end, it chose to activate the null-wave device. Why? To preserve the Typhon technology? We can't really know what its motives were for anything it did.
But we had to make a choice. You can hear us, can't you? Here. I want to show you something. What you experienced was a reconstruction based on Morgan's memories. This is the world today. We spent years trying to put what you can do into us. We never tried putting what we can do into you. Until now. You're the bridge between our species. I need to know if you see us. I mean, really see us. Take my hand if you do. We're gonna shake things up, like old times.
Hi, Morgan.
hasn't occurred to you, I'm sure it will eventually. Don't do it. I can't predict what would happen if you scan the Apex, but all my models point to suffering.
Oh, hello. Nice to see you. Hello. Nice to see you.
You better do something. The reconstruction is destabilizing.
They're lying to you.
Hurry.
Good work. The reactor's primed and capable of delivering close to 30 megatons. More than enough. I'll meet you on the bridge for the last part. Hurry, Morgan. There won't be anything left to detonate if we're too late.
was supposed to go there.
Microgravity detected. Scanning target. No alien material detected.
Morgan, Igwe, what's the update on our patient?
Commander Dahl is making a speedy recovery, and we are making our way to the shuttle bay. I've informed him of the threat to the station, and...
Fine, Morgan, I'll meet you in the shuttle bay.
Who? What?
Morgan.
Morgan? Maybe. I see a person who looks like Morgan. You?
Morgan, be cautious. Your brother is unstable. He may not permit you to activate the self-destruct. Also, he's armed.
Unstable? Is that a joke, operator? You've let this machine poison you. I wish you understood. I've bent the course of this entire station around what you wanted. I let you persuade me. And now you're gonna throw it all away? Just stop and think for one goddamn second, Morgan.
The safety is off on his firearm. I think you've said enough. I would never harm you, Morgan. Never. This machine, it had your voice. I knew from the video you'd done something with operators, but this? It's not too late, you know. We can still salvage this. You change your mind once, you can change it again. I won't stop you if you decide to end it all. I told you I wouldn't. So, what's it gonna be? It's not too late. We can still turn this around. The prototype null-wave device will work, but you have to hurry.
Reactor detonation imminent. Please evacuate Talos 1.
I wish there was something I could have said to snap you out of this. Fugue. It's my fault. I gambled too much. And the worst part? It isn't losing the station or the tech. It's you. I lost my brother. That is a mistake I will never recover from.
Warning, reactor detonation imminent. Please evacuate Talos 1.
The shuttle is ready to go, Morgan. I'll wait a few minutes before detonation, but then, I'm gone. You're on your own after that.
Microgravity detected.
Warning, reactor detonation imminent. Please evacuate Talos 1. Warning, reactor detonation imminent. Please...
know if you've seen, but there is alien matter ripping through the hull. You have to move. Боже мой. Every window in this station. It's engulfing the place. It's everywhere.
Warning, reactor detonation imminent. Please evacuate Talos 1. Warning, reactor detonation imminent. Please evacuate Talos 1.
Ready or not, starting debark operations. Pre-flight check is who gives a shit. Hang on to your seat. This will be a rough ride.
Talos 1.
I keep having this dream.
It's finished. How did it do?
Activation of the mirror neurons is promising. Empathy quotient shows to be exceptionally high.
It probably thinks it was dreaming, that nothing mattered.
You're assuming it thinks like us.
Its life depends on it. Ours too. It all comes down to the choices it made.
It saved me from the cargo container. I would have suffocated otherwise, and later it recovered the Leitner connectomes. They were of no practical use, except that they were deeply meaningful to me. It's remarkable that it never installed a single Typhon-based neuromod. In my view, This demonstrates a strong identification with us, but its most surprising act was sparing Dahl. While perhaps for purely selfish reasons, this, at least in principle, enabled others to escape Talos 1.
Michaela.
I would have died without my medication. That wasn't easy. That says a lot, I think, about its heart. Can I say that it has a heart? It also found my father's records. And then, I did not expect this, but it let me listen to them. Despite the self-incriminating content, it was willing to make itself vulnerable. Then, there was a man in psychotronics, Ingram. That was cruel. There was no other way to see it. But...
Would you let it live?
yes.
Sarah, you're next.
The situation in the cargo bay was bad. None of us would have survived without its help, and it destroyed a large number of Typhon across the station. That has to be a good sign. Further, it thwarted Dahl's attempt to use us as hostages. If it were one of my officers, I would give it a commendation.
Danielle, what do you say?
It found me. It didn't need to, but it did. I asked it to stop Volunteer 37. That was dangerous. No way to be sure, but I think it has a sense of retribution. There were a lot of humans controlled by the Typhon that it could have harmed. Seems like it went out of its way to avoid that. I think it's worth the risk.
In the end, it chose to destroy Talos 1. Why? To protect Earth? We can't really know what its motives were for anything it did.
But we have to make a choice. You can hear us, can't you? Here. I want to show you something. What you experienced was a reconstruction based on Morgan's memories. This is the world today. We spent years trying to put what you can do into us. We never tried putting what we can do into you. Until now. You're the bridge between our species. I need to know if you see us. I mean, really see us. Take my hand if you do.
Oh, that's not.